Yesterday, the Defence Secretary made an announcement that the MOD would be extending the 3rd Squadron of Tornado aircraft out to 2017, which would be the end of the current planned operation in the UK's contribution to Iraq at the moment. The squadron was due to retire last year and has already been extended for 1 year, but actually this just allows the RAF to sustain its operations in a more meaningful way for the duration. Typically there are 3 squadrons that are used, one for preparation to go on operations, one for current operations, and then another one recuperating so they can see their families and have some downtime too. These are some of the older aircraft that the RAF operates. However, they have plenty of life in the airframes. This story is actually about the people that are manning them, in particular the aircrew, but because the fleet is due to retire in 2019, there's been they've halted the training, particularly of weapon systems operators, a number of years ago, and so the pool of sufficiently suitably qualified and equipped personnel that's available to go on the aircraft is getting ever smaller. So by extending the 3rd Squadron, that allows for a sufficient pool of people to be posted to the squadrons to be able to sustain the operations over the next few years. A number of the stories have referred to Typhoon aircraft. By 2018, the Typhoon will have the same air-to-ground strike capability that Tornado aircraft currently do. So they will have the full package of munitions that the Tornado currently uses. The difference will be that it will not carry the Raptor reconnaissance pod. One of the contributions that Tornado makes, the unique contributions that it makes in Iraq, is that it is able to conduct both surveillance and reconnaissance missions and also conduct strike missions. And in fact, it primarily conducts surveillance and reconnaissance missions over Iraq. So while the surveillance commitment to Iraq is quite substantial, the Defence Secretary mentioned that we are conducting 30% of the ISR missions over Iraq. Others have pointed out that 8 aircraft is quite a small number to be committing in the strike role. This is true. Certainly if you look back to 1991, we committed elements of up to 26 squadrons out of a total of 34 to Operation Granby or US Operation Desert Storm. But at the moment, given the size of the RAF's combat air fleet and other priorities, this is probably about the level that we can commit to.